You're tuning into the Latin Feels podcast with your host, Daniel Alvarez, and the one and only Tiny. That's me. What is up, fam? You are tuning in to another episode of the Latin Feels podcast with your host, Tiny, and your co-host,
Daniel Alvarez.
Hey.
What's up?
What's going on? Look at us in a whole new space.
Yeah.
A little impromptu, y'all. Let's say thanks to Andrew, but also Andrew should thanks me.
Should thanks you.
Should thanks me. I can't say it.
Are you house sitting right now?
I am dog sitting. He's in the backyard hanging out, doing his dog thing.
You're dog sitting and house sitting?
I'm dog sitting. Well, I have to be in the house to dog sit. I can't just,
Yeah.
It's a little ways away. So, but yeah, this is the space that we're in right now. We made a little impromptu and we're doing it, man.
Yep.
We're doing it.
We out here.
It's been a while, so let's talk about it. Couple things.
Yeah. What you wanna?
I got a haircut.
You got a haircut.
Shout out to Juan. Hair by Juan. I love my hair. I thought I was balding. Remember, there was a point where I was telling Daniel, I think I'm balding because I had so much freaking hair coming out. But it turns out that my hair is still lush and thick.
It's still lush and thick.
Yeah.
my hair's been long gone. A long time ago.
We know this. Yo, I just saw a picture of Daniel with his beard. We got to put that picture.
I don't know about
Crazy. You look Middle Eastern.
I have three looks.
You look like Muhammad.
Now. I look like Osama's cousin or Osama bin Daniel. I have this look, and then I have like if I just have a mustache, that's a whole nother look. And then full beard, whole nother look.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I look crazy. Yeah, I look retarded with a beard, with a mustache though. With just a mustache, she looks weird.
Yeah, you look like a Sanchez.
Yeah,
a Pablo Sanchez.
A Pablo Sanchez?
What? I don't know.
What's Pablo Sanchez?
I don't know.
Pablo Sanchez gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what's wrong with Pablo Sanchez?
Somebody said, but fuck you.
I'm a Pablo Sanchez. Y'all can kiss my ass.
If he has a mustache, even better.
There you go.
Ooh, yeah. So talking about mustaches, we had our first show, remember, at Cassie's?
Where did talking about mustaches go to this?
I will explain to you because if you put the little clip of us doing, that's like one of the first things that we talk about on stage. I start making fun of a dude with a mustache.
Yeah, you called him Mario?
Yeah, I called him Mario. I was like, what are you going to be, Mario or Luigi?
Yeah. Well, why do you have that? You were like, why do you?
I was like, why you got that?
Yeah. Man, I just showed up
I know.
to see some dancing.
You know what I learned from that, though? After watching the tape, I was like, I need to start, besides just like, calling out people on things and kind of being a tiny bit mean, I need to also make it like, turn it around. Because that's what the best do. Like the best can do crowd work and say like, you're really short and blah, 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 and kind of like make fun of them, but then turn it around and be like, but I love me a short girl, like. Yeah. So I need to learn.
You don't necessarily need to do that, but
I think it's fun, and I think it's something that I want to work on for sure. Like when I do crowd work, because I thought about it afterwards when I watched the tape. I was like, oh man, I should really have told them like, yeah, Mario, blah blah blah. But hey, don't get me wrong, dog. I love mustache rides, like all day.
I mean, like the other way to get around that is just like if your jokes are funny, they won't care if you make fun of them or not. They'll have a good time, and all that shit will get erased. Yeah. So I guess the meaner you are, then the more it'd be better to kind of like turn it on them like that.
I wasn't too mean though. I was just
I
was just being fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's just stand up, It's part of It's part of like the process if you're checking out a stand. Well, that was more like we were like the side act.
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily tailored for stand up, but people
the crowd
seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah, the crowd was fun.
Yeah, that was
Daniel got to meet my ex-boyfriend. Shout out Scotty Booms.
Yeah. Why you say it like that?
I just thought it was really funny.
Why?
Because I never run into him like that, Like it's just very random. But don't get me wrong, like me and him were totally freaking cool, and he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really good guy. You should go check him out. He works at what is this bar called? It's the one with the cowboys.
With the Cowboys?
Yeah, like plays cowboy music. It's like a new bar.
I don't really go to bars
Desert 5 spot. You can catch him there. He'd be slinging drinks. Make sure to tip him well because the man works hard.
Well,
yeah, that's it.
Okay. I'm going to erase that.
Shut up.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a fun show. It was like a bunch of like, it's basically like burlesque.
Yeah.
You know, I was the only dude in the back, just like, dude coming through, put your titties away. You know,
that he did say that.
I said that more than once.
Yeah, he's like, man coming through.
Yeah, I didn't want to like surprise anybody, but everybody was really cool and welcoming. So that was a really dope experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
fun, right?
It's like our first live comedy performance together.
Yeah, and we did really well. Everybody, we got great feedback. Everybody loved it, and we're gonna get hired for more. So stay tuned, y'all.
Yeah. And then that was like a little warm up for my show. I produced my first show that went down. It was stressful. Yeah, it was like, I mean, half of the people that showed up for So I was like, man, we have to do something where you get up on stage with me, you know, just to like give them a little bit of Evelyn, you know. But yeah, the show was really good. A lot of the comments were really
the lineup
good.
was amazing.
Yeah,
the lineup was awesome. Everybody killed it. You know, I think that it was a really great show overall. Just it's really hard to get people out, especially I didn't think about this and somebody told me this. Oh, Tanya was like, girl, it's really hard to get anybody out after the weekend, like the holiday weekend, because people are like coming back. They don't want to go out.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like they're already like went hard last weekend, so they're kind of trying to.
And it was a Thursday too, so it wasn't even on the weekend.
But Thursdays are supposed to be good industry nights. Thursdays are known for industry nights. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. Those are the best nights.
I was like, that's a crazy way to find out you don't got homies, man. You know, like everybody's always like, I want to come out to a show, and when I produced one. Nobody came out. Right? It was like 25 people or something in the audience, but we made it work, you know. At least it wasn't empty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had like a minimum requirement that I had to meet for tickets, and I just met that. So.
Yeah, you actually met him by 28, remember? Or 27.
Yeah, I was like
27.
Yeah, so
we were out there freaking trying to reel people in.
Yeah, barking, and then a couple of people came out. Actually.
Yeah.
One of the people that came out actually messaged me and was like, "That was a really good show. You guys were so funny." So that was cool.
Oh yeah, shout out to the German guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. And then you got to do one more show that week, which was with Kai, which was a great fundraiser. It was for the House of Ruth. It is a foundation for women and children that have been in domestic violence. And it's crazy because I know the co-founder. Like I know the founder, not the co-founder, but the founder of that.
Really?
Yeah. And he did it. And he's such a great person. My God. But yeah, you ended up doing an actual stand-up show for that foundation, which is so great. But that was a hard room.
Yeah.
Woo, boy, that was a hard room.
Because it was outside, and then it was one of the days that was super hot. But you know we bring it, you know. Like I freaking I
was doing recall for him. I was like, yo, dog, the people on your right, those are the people you want to focus on. The people on your left, I don't know about those people. They're too white.
Yeah. And I feel like I had kind of like the standout performance for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody loved. I mean, you had definitely one of the strongest performance there.
Yeah.
But I also think that a lot of the people that were on it were like somewhat new.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was.
I think actually, there was like one or two people that have more experience than me and like more credits than I do.
Yeah.
Jay Washington and Heather, I think.
Heather. Oh yeah. What about the other guy that I got his information for you to get a show? He's really funny. I really liked his set.
Which guy?
The one that did the gay guy that was like doing the song and dance.
I actually don't know how long he's been doing stand-up.
Oh.
But
yeah, I think that he was him, you, and Jay, the strongest performance there. For sure. and everybody else was good. It just,
Yeah, it was a tough crowd for sure.
Yeah.
Like it was interesting, it was a good challenge, but it was a lot of people there though. It was like what, 50, 60 people maybe?
Yeah, it was a sold out show.
Yeah, it was cool.
I was lucky I got a seat. I finagled my way in. I was like, can I just sit right here? That was the first time. So we haven't talked about this on the episodes, and any of the episodes.
What?
So I am managing Daniel.
Are you?
I am. I'm living vicariously through him because I don't have the time to do stand-up like I want to anymore. But I believe more in Daniel's talent than I do in my own talent, which, has a lot to say. And well, it was the first night that I actually went up to that comic, and I was like, hey, I'm managing Daniel, and I would love for him to be on your show. What can I do to get him on your show? And he's like, oh man, I've already seen him. He's so good. Like, I saw him at the roast battle, like, let me get his connection and we'll connect. I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
So that was like my first, like, ooh, I got to say that.
Yeah. I've said it a few times. Like,
Yeah.
I've said it. Yeah. I said it to a few people that night because you were like on me about like, don't do this. Like, like you came to me like
at least
2 or 3 times.
4 times, I think.
And you were like, these people do this. And then we were talking about stuff that I wanted to try, and you were like, don't do that because don't try new. Yeah. So I was having a conversation with one of the comics. Like, I had been having a conversation with him even before you got there. So it was like a continued conversation. And then so you did that, and I was like, bro, don't get a manager, bro. Because they'll be on your ass, bro. And he just started laughing. Yeah. That was so funny. Yeah.
And I don't know any other managerial style. I've never done a stand-up comedy manager. I've managed shoes. I've managed retail. I've managed, warehouses. I've managed food. Like, I've managed most of every job that I've been in. I've always gotten into management. Mm-hmm. So I just try to take all those skill sets and then put them in this, which is on top of like just being the manager. Like, I actually like really care like where you're going, and I want you to succeed more than anything. And I'm going to push you to to
Yeah, and I'm just joking. Like, I
know.
You.
No, I know. He does.
If you know me, like, I mean, you guys don't really like know me personally, but I'm really like stubborn on things, and so I like, if I feel a certain way about something, like, you're not gonna change my mind about it. So it's like you're one of the few people that are able to kind of like, nah, bro, come on, I'm like, all right. I'm always like, I hate it that you're right all the time. God damn it. Yeah, so it's only up from here,
Yeah, it's working out, and I think bigger things are coming about. It's just putting the time and work and dedication and what you've been doing. I mean, you've been doing it. Apart from that, I mean, now you're working. Yeah. So I'm even more proud of you. To be doing stand-up and to work on a side job, like, that's amazing.
Yeah, well, gotta do it, man. We live in LA out here.
You telling me, bro?
Yeah, but book me on more shows, man. I want to get paid to do more comedy.
Yeah, let's get him booked on more shows.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's been cool. You mentioned the roast battle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the roast battle was I lost. I wasn't there. I was in Curaçao getting my tan on.
Yeah.
Watch out.
And I was at the Improv getting spanked up by another chair.
Shout out to Elias.
Yeah, shout out to Elias, the homie. Hey, but it was close. He didn't drag me. Like, it was. We went to a tie.
That's not what I heard. Just
You're fired. You didn't do your job.
You didn't do your job.
Yeah, I what do you mean? I feel. All right, let me just premise by saying that was my first one-on-one roast battle.
Yes, I know.
So I was a little bit like nervous. I didn't know what to expect a little bit. And normally when you're new at roast battles, they'll put you against someone that's new. Yeah. To kind of make it even. But Elias isn't new. He has a lot of experience. Yeah. He's done at least like 10 roast battles.
Yeah, and he's good.
And he's good, yeah. So we tied. And it went to a final joke, and his joke was just better than mine. So
yeah,
I was kind of proud of that, you know?
Yeah, I was really proud of it. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking with you. You know that.
I didn't. So the judges that were on the panel, I only knew 2 of them. And the one that I was like, oh, man, I need to try to impress this dude was the one that voted for me. So I was like, I did my job. Yeah. So I was like, it was a good experience.
Yeah. Would you do it again? I think we talked about this.
Maybe. I don't think I'm naturally like mean. I mean, it's not so much about being mean when you don't necessarily have to be mean to do roast battles, but
you're just not witty.
What do you mean? I'm pretty witty. What do you mean? I was out here. I got some jokes in. What you mean? We tied, remember?
I'm joking.
Yeah, so
roast battle right now.
When when I was in school, that was like a thing growing up. It was like you cap on people, but I wasn't really into that. I was more like, yeah, what'd you say? And then just start fighting, like I wasn't out here roasting people. So it's like something that, and then I've never been that type of person, so it doesn't really come natural to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did enjoy it. The energy is different than just doing a regular set. So that was cool. It's almost more like a sport. Almost, it feels more like that. Kind of like it has like the energy of like when you're playing a sport. Yeah. So that aspect of it I enjoyed, and like the competitiveness of it. And yeah, I mean, I think I could beat some people. Yeah, like.
Now, as your manager, I suggest if you want to do it for fun, do it for fun, but don't waste your time, because it's you have bigger fish to fry, and your talent is. I'm not saying you're not talented in that. You can. Anything you do, you succeed at. Anything this man fucking does, he succeeds at. Before the chair, after the chair, it's always been like that. So
we try. Well,
but I truly think that, putting all of your energy into more joke writing and getting more shows and just getting viewed by the right people is where we need to focus on.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send out these emails, try to get clubs outside of LA. San Diego, San Francisco. What's up?
Yeah, let's get them out there.
Y'all need some credits? Like, y'all need me to mention? Just throwing out all my credits right now. Yeah. I've performed at all the major clubs in LA. That's my credit.
There you go. I'll also be riding with him, so you can meet me.
Yeah.
There you go.
You'll be what? Riding with me or riding?
No, I'll be riding with you, like riding in the car. I would love to go out.
Yeah, I'm going to be like,
support.
She wrote that. I didn't write that.
Well, that's the other fun part about doing this. It's, I still get to live vicariously through you. And also I have the honor of, you trusting me with your jokes. Like when you present a new joke to me, I tell you the truth. I'm like, I don't know about that one. Or I guess work it out. And then there is a moment where you allow me to like step in and you say, hey, like, I give you sometimes like a little bit of I guess you would call a tag or somewhat of a punchline, I add on to it. And then when I see it on stage, I'm like, there it is. It's part of me. It's like there's that little bit of me is living on stage, and it's so nice.
Yeah.
So thanks for that honor.
Oh yeah. Thanks for writing it out with me, and
let's see what else we got. I mean, I went through some crazy things since the last time that we had podcasts. I had a sinus surgery, like straight up, just had freaking algodón inside. It's like crazy. I've never, ever been so uncomfortable. It wasn't painful. It was just uncomfortable because I couldn't breathe. And then I had to breathe through my mouth. And then I wanted to sleep all the time, but I couldn't because every time I would breathe and sleep, my throat would get like so dry.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
So it was so uncomfortable and I hated it. And I'm so happy that it's over. I still have to do nasal rinses twice a day, which is insane. And I have my last post-op at the end of October.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how long it takes to heal. Because I had 3 surgeries in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had that surgery for a specific reason.
Oh, because remember I was getting sinus infections every month.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't know. I was getting fucking sinus infections every goddamn month for 7 months straight. Like what?
And
not
how many
fun.
since?
Huh?
And how many since the surgery? 0.
Hey.
So does that mean it works? It worked?
I think it's working. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I had to kind of see you through some of those, and that wasn't fun.
Yeah, that was not fun. Daniel definitely came and hung out with me. Oh, there was the day that he came, they took me to the emergency room because I think it was like the second day that I got back. And remember, I don't know what was going on. I was bleeding or.
Yeah, you were bleeding a little more than you were supposed to.
Yeah, so they took me to the emergency room.
Yeah.
Lord.
And then she said, "I'm going on vacation."
Yeah, and then after all that bullshit, I was like, you know what? I'm going on vacation. I'm done. Well, my mom had moved out. Mm-hmm. So my mom moved out in the beginning of August, and I took the whole entire month of August to just kind of like figure me out, reassess, be sad, get fucked up, and then collect myself. And then I decided to go to Curaçao. Mm-hmm. Curaçao is this is my second time on the island. My God, just what a gem. What a gem of an island. Not a lot of people know about it, but I definitely recommend it as a destination because, Jesus, it's so beautiful. If you love the beach like I do, it's just paradise. Yeah. So, Curaçao.
Not the store.
Not the store, the actual country. Yeah. And I got to stay with a friend, and he was amazing, and he showed me around and dropped me off to every beach and picked me up, and it was just a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah.
I was here working. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gone for 5 days.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was good to get away,
Yeah. I need that, that. I work so much and I do so much for everybody, and I just sometimes just need to step away for myself and travel by myself. Traveling on your own is one of the best things that you could do. I really believe so, especially someone that gives so much to everybody. This is the time that I give back to me.
And you know what you gave me?
What?
Anxiety. I was literally like, I hope she's safe. I hope she's all right. That's how I was the first few days, especially. I was like, God damn, what the fuck is going on here? Why do I feel like this? And I was just like,
oh, you were worried?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I think again you'll get used to it. You'll know, I travel, make it out. I just really enjoyed. Don't get me wrong. When I have a good partner to travel with, whether it's a female or male, it's amazing as well. But I do need to I've realized I just need it for me. Just take these little trips, whether it's a 3-day trip out to, a beach house somewhere, and just be by myself, to give myself that luxury. Yeah. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Oh. I'm sorry I gave you anxiety, but you'll get used to it.
No, that's cool. It's just it's comes from a good place. So I don't, it's whatever, It's I care, So hopefully she's safe. Yeah. I was like,
yeah, but I would check in with you. I'm like, hey.
Yeah. I was like, let me know you made it home safe.
I would have come home and drunk as shit.
Hey, mira, I'm here.
I'm outside.
Good night. Just wipe you the man. I'm not even gonna take my makeup off. It's just all lit. Okay, she's good.
Yeah. I did take my makeup off. Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, what else? I had my first show at the Ice House as a regular. Yeah. As a paid regular. That was really fun. Yeah, I love the Ice House. It's good. Yeah. It's a fun room, the California room. I mean, both rooms are fun, but something about that smaller room is really fun. I think because of the capacity it has and then the size that it is, it's really fun to do. So I'm looking forward to doing more shows there,
Yeah. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a show tomorrow at Chatterbox, another really fun spot that I really enjoy doing out in Covina. This is not going to be out in time, but yeah, looking forward to that. I'm the second to last person going up, I think. So that's a good thing. Yeah. Maybe next time I'm there, my headline. You never know.
Yeah, you will be.
Yeah, I mean, one of the fun things about producing my show was that I realized that I can do 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. Like I did 15 and then brought you up for a little bit of time, but I have enough stuff that I had left out.
I think you have a good 30, to be honest with you, if you incorporate more crowd work and then all your other jokes. I mean, and this that, you know, there's so many jokes, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, like remember the order and all that, you know? Yeah. So that's like what makes it a little bit like trickier. Because I've already gotten into the habit of I don't look at my phone and then I just kind of like organize things in my head. So it's just more about organizing things in a way where I'm like, okay, this comes next, and then just have it ready.
And we learned something at the last show though for Kai for the fundraiser. Mm-hmm. Like as much as I have been pushing you to be like, hey, you need to have like a solid set. Like now I've realized like that's not going to work because you need to cater to the audience. Mm-hmm. So if your solid set is mainly catering to Latinos, which mainly it is, mm-hmm. you need to switch things out. So, you know, having that solid set is not going to work. Yeah. Even though you should definitely always have like your heavy hitters no matter what. And then incorporate some other like things that will cater to that audience.
Did you mean like for me? You're saying my stuff is Latin heavy?
Yeah.
I don't think so because I like storytelling mainly. What bits are?
I mean, it's like the game. Oh, you know, hey dog, where are you from?
That's
like
not
that's like more of a Latino thing, or just that crowd was very like white. Mm-hmm. They're not going to get that, you know? Yeah. That was one of the ones I was like, don't do that one. Yeah. They're not going to get it. Yeah. You know, but being gangbang, like that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being gangbang. That
sounds crazy.
No diddy. Yeah. But no, that was that's our job. You have to make those adjustments. You have to read the room and, you know, realize, okay, this might not work. This is probably gonna work. I mean, you always get surprised too. Like there, what was a joke? There was a joke that you were like, don't do that. And I did it and it got like a really big, the drunk Theo joke.
Oh yeah. The drunk Theo.
Yeah. That got
it didn't get a really big laugh, but it got a laugh.
Nah, it got a big, what do you mean?
It didn't get a huge.
The whole like, $50, yeah.
It didn't get like and not only that, you know why? Because that joke is so long. Mm-hmm. So I think that like, especially in that setting with the white people, like they're not, you know.
Oh yeah, that I had to change it a little bit because that one's more Spanish heavy, and I tried to limit the because there was
you only had like one Spanish person besides me. Yeah, you know. Yeah, but no, it got a laugh. It just didn't get like the The big laugh came when I made sure, I was like, make sure you do the uncomfortable and the silence reset. And that shit fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting. Yeah, it's always interesting, like doing stuff that you've done and then seeing the response that it gets, like, and seeing what works where and what people find funny or whatever in different places.
Yeah. Man. Just this past couple months have been like really, I guess I'm shedding new skin, you know, I feel more empowered. Obviously when my mom was living with me, she was doing a lot of things for me. Like she was like, you know, cooking and cleaning and I didn't have to come home to do any of that stuff. And I was already so tired, but now that she's not here and not helping me, like I had to man up, you know, and I was like, all right, I got to do this. And so I feel like doing those things have shown me more of me, what I'm capable of. I am doing it, you know. I get help every once in a while. Like sometimes I'll be like, hey Danielle, if you're at the store, can you get me some bone broth? Because I'm gonna see you, you know. And those are just like the little things that I need help with sometimes. But overall, I have been definitely like more in my chi, and I feel more confident in all the things that I've been doing, whether it's been, you know, the stand up with you, like doing that didn't scare me. And usually I would be fucking petrified, you know, but I was like, we're just going to have fun. Like I was so excited. I just feel like I'm in a much better space than I was a couple months ago. Even like me drinking, which I don't really drink, you know, I wasn't like drinking that often, but now I can every once in a while and not have a reaction because of my SIBO. So again, goes back to the whole small bacteria overgrowth. But every once in a while now I can do it, and I feel like the reason it is because I feel good inside. I know that I'm working my ass off for a purpose, and I'm going to get there, you know?
Yeah.
So it feels so much better. And then having the right people around me, my God, I can just a moment of gratitude. Like, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for all of my close friends that have been in my life for so long, that see me and that give me that flexibility of being me without being like, you're not coming to see me. You know, why are you not spending time with me? It's more like they see me and they're like, girl, go fly.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I'm so happy. You know, I just, it's a good feeling.
Yeah. To have support. You know?
Yeah, to have that support.
To have people that care. That's always a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, like you need that. I feel like you need those people to really like succeed, because nobody does stuff really alone. You know, like you need like a group of people to help out, whether that be literally with things you're doing or just, you know, like emotionally, or just giving you like a positive vibes, whatever it might be. Like, you need those people around you, you know, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's even been weird because like I've picked up some people like on Instagram. Like I have like a new follower that I haven't met ever, but he's such a beautiful human. He's, you know, this beautiful gay man that is just like thriving, and we write to each other such positive things, and it's just so nice. I'm like, I don't even know you, but you're giving me your time and you're giving me that like that love, and it's so beautiful, you know. And then I see the things that he posts, and it's like all about just like self-love and growing and maturing, and, you know, getting rid of people that are no longer valuable. Like they serve no value in your life anymore. And that's like huge. So I feel like every time that God wants to take somebody away that I thought maybe was, you know, going to be there for a long time, or whatever the case may be, or a family member, then God gives me a new person. And it's just like, this is the person that needs to be in your life, you know?
Yeah.
This is who right now is going to be a light for you. So, and sees your light more than anything.
Yeah.
So it's been nice, man. It's been interesting. Yeah. I feel new me.
Why? Because you're dark?
Because I'm dark as fuck, bitch.
No, it's good having those, like, you know, people that support what you're doing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, that's it. I don't really, what else can we talk about? We're not going to do new riffs because we just needed to catch up with everything. We need to let the viewers know, hey, you know, things have been really a lot for me and Daniel. And we're trying to work on getting a better schedule for doing this podcast. And we want to thank you for staying with us and viewing it. And, you know, we continue to ask you with all of our hearts to please send it out to people. We are trying at least to put out twice a month at this point because of how much he works and has to do stand up and how much I'm working, you know?
Yeah. I got home at 5 a.m. last night.
Yeah. He was supposed to be here at 11 a.m. Didn't get here until 12:30. That's why.
Hey, I only got 5 hours of sleep, man.
I know. He was a hustler. I get it.
I started Ubering. Did I mention that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I did. I started.
We gotta talk about that.
Ubering.
Your crazy stories.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. Like, you meet interesting people, you know. Like, yeah, I had my first drunk person that threw up outside my car, not in my car, but outside. So I didn't have like a.
Besides me.
Bad experience. You spilled food in my car. That's why.
Didn't I throw up on my birthday?
Not on my car though.
Not in your car, but like outside.
Like, yeah, your car. Outside. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Besides me.
But like, I mean, like, you know, people that I pick up. Like,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, people are interesting, man. Like, I've been meeting a bunch of just random ass people. Just random. Yeah, I'll throw my chair in the front seat, so it's like you can see the tires, and everybody's like, "Is that a bike? Are you gonna go and bike after this or what?" I'm like, "No, that's my chair." I'm always surprised that people don't question my driving ability. Like, I've never had not one person be like, "You sure it's safe, bro?" Like, you know?
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Yo, dog, like, why are you in a chair? Was it a car accident, bro?" Like, I don't. But yeah, nobody's. One guy yesterday actually was like, he saw it, and I was like, oh, I use a chair. And he's like, so how do you drive? And then I was like, oh, hand controls. And I kind of showed him, and he was like, that's so cool. Like, he was like super into it, so it was funny. Yeah.
You're gonna keep on getting crazy people.
I mean, I've had nothing but good experiences so far. So, like.
No, I'm not saying like crazy, like bad crazy, but just like crazy
drunk,
people.
Yeah, I had like one of the times I had like 3 guys that were fucking drunk. And one of them just started massaging my shoulder. Like, what the fuck? And his friend was like, yo, bro, sorry. I was like, what the fuck is going on, bro? He was like,
tell me about that.
He was like, how's your night going? And I was like, you busy? Nah, I don't think so.
I
mean, I don't, they didn't look gay, but yeah, he was just like, well, hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're, I was like, okay. And his friend was like, sorry, he's touching you right now. Like, it's cool. Yeah, a lady last night too almost touched me too. She was like, you have dimples. And I was like, I have 1 dimple. And then she was like, and I was like, hold up.
Wait.
I like, hands to yourself. Children, Yeah, drunk people. Drunk people are interesting.
Oh man, I've done some stupid shit in a fucking Uber. I've twerked in the front seat.
I wouldn't mind that. They could twerk in the front. Depending on who it is. I don't need a little Faya in the front seat twerking and shit.
Don't be mean. Fayas need love too.
They do, but not from me. Hey, we've all had an ugly here and there. You gotta. Oh, just me? My bad.
I'm just kidding. My dad would step into this and be like, has estado con monstruos. ¿Qué estás hablando, Evelyn?
That's funny. Man, because sometimes it's not looks. It's not always about looks. Sometimes you just vibe with people. Cool,
sometimes it's just the vibe. Or sometimes you're just dumb and you don't know any better, Yeah.
Or sometimes they're rich.
Or that.
Yeah.
Same spot.
Yeah. Yeah,
Lord.
If you're in LA and you Uber, I might pick you up one day.
Yeah, you might be seeing him. You'd be, hey, no, you're from the Left Fields podcast. It's crazy.
Yeah. Or comedy.
Yeah, that too.
One or the other.
Well, that's it. I mean, just again, thank you guys for staying with us, tuning in, and following all the deets that we've been giving out.
Yeah. We're trying to figure out something where to start bringing in guests. We'll get to that point. We're kind of gotta figure out where we're gonna do it. I
mean, again, we were trying to get sponsored, but at this point, I don't think the sponsorship is gonna happen. Mm-hmm. So Baby's been making money though, so Baby can afford a lot of things now, and we can just go ahead and rent one at least once a month. Let's do like one at your place and then one at the studio.
Yeah,
it's all good.
So
stay tuned, y'all, because we're gonna be interviewing some cool people.
Yeah, full show.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment,
all that.
Ask us some questions, man. What do you guys want us to talk about?
Yeah. And do you guys like the setup? I like the setup. I feel like hey.
She just want to touch me, bro. She just want to. If I say something crazy, she just want to have the ability to crack my ass. That's the first thing she said. I'll be able to hit you.
That is the first thing I said.
Like, damn. I'm like, I'll be able to touch you too. Bro.
Actually, you know what? He's able to touch me more than me touching. Because my arm. Look at.
You can't touch me. Dodging.
Anyways, we're gonna work on some better setups. We're gonna work on a lot of cool things, and just thank you again. Okay,
we out.
Bye.
Y se acabó la cosa. That's it. That's the end of the show. We'll catch another episode with Tiny and the Man on Wheels.